Okay, let's talk about something that sounds super simple on the surface, but is actually kind of profound. What's the real difference between an office and a workplace? I know, it sounds like a trick question, right? But stick with me, because how you answer that could completely change how you think about your professional life.
So let's just cut right to it with this question. Is your office your workplace? I mean, for most of the last 100 years, the answer would have been a total no-brainer. Of course it is. Where else would it be? But today, well, today that's not just the wrong answer, it's a genuinely limiting one. Honestly, how you answer this could define the next chapter of your career.
You see, for generations, we've used these words to mean the exact same thing. We go to the office to get to our workplace. But holding onto that old definition is creating so much friction now. It's causing burnout, it's making people feel disconnected, and it's just squashing innovation. It's time to admit it. The office, by itself, just isn't enough anymore. Here's a way to think about it. Imagine your office is just a box, a container. But your workplace, well, that's everything inside the box. It's the collaboration, the energy, the culture, the actual work. For way too long, we've been so focused on the box itself, polishing it, organizing it, measuring it, that we've kind of forgotten about what's actually inside.
So, if we want to get this right, we have to understand the difference between the container and its contents. And that means we need to get our language straight. We need a new vocabulary for this new era of work, one that draws a really sharp, clear line between these two ideas.
All right, let's get the easy one out of the way first. The office. What is it? It's a physical location, a building, a specific room, a floor. It's just a pin on a map. That's all. It's simply the where work can happen. It's a space, nothing more, nothing less. Now, let's talk about the workplace. And this is where it gets really exciting, because a workplace isn't a place at all. It's a system. It's a living, breathing ecosystem that's made up of people, technology, culture, and all the processes that, allow work to actually get done. It's not the where, it's the how.
Just look at them here, side by side. It becomes so clear. On the left, the office. It's a physical space. It's made of desks and walls. Its focus is on the where. And then you look at the workplace. It's the entire ecosystem. It's made of people, tools, and culture. It's focused on the how. It's really the difference between a bicycle and a spaceship. Yeah, both can get you somewhere, but one of them opens up a whole universe of possibilities.
So, if the workplace is this big, complex ecosystem, how in the world do we even start to understand it? It sounds kind of overwhelming, right? Well, that's what we're going to do next. We're going to break it down into its core components to see what it's really made of.
So think of your workplace as having three main layers. At the bottom, you've got the physical layer. Sure, that can be the corporate office, but it's also your kitchen table, a co-working space, or that coffee shop with good Wi-Fi. In the middle is the digital layer. That's your laptop, your apps, Slack, Teams, the cloud, all the tech that connects us. But the top layer, the most critical one, is the cultural layer. That's the trust, the shared values, the communication habits. It's the glue that holds the whole thing together.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Okay, office, workplace, this is just semantics, right? Who cares? But this is a huge deal. It's way more than just a word game. Because once you start seeing the world this way, this abstract idea has a massive practical impact on everything.
This quote right here just hits the nail on the head. For years, we've been managing real estate. Now, we must start enabling work. Just let that sink in for a minute. For decades, companies have been obsessed with managing buildings, square footage, cost per desk, all of it. And they forgot that their real job was to enable the people to do their best work, no matter where they were.
And look, this isn't just some minor adjustment. This is a fundamental shift in approach. In the old model, managers measured presence. Were you in your chair? In the new model, they measure outcomes. What did you accomplish? The old model's culture was about on-site perks like free snacks. The new one is about intentionally fostering trust and real connection. It's about stopping the obsession with optimizing real estate and starting to obsess over optimizing talent and tools.
So, what does all of this mean for you, personally? It means it's time to start rethinking your own work world. It's a challenge for all of us to stop asking, where is my office? And start asking, what is my workplace made of? And how can we make it better? It's time to start building the workplace of the future right now.
We've all been trapped in this endless and frankly exhausting debate about office versus remote. But that's the wrong conversation entirely. That's still just arguing about the box. The real opportunity, the much more exciting conversation, is about how we design a workplace, a system of culture and tools that empowers people to do amazing work together from literally anywhere.
So I'll leave you with this thought. The future of work isn't about buildings. It's about building things, building trust, building connection, building a culture. It's about creating a workplace where everyone can bring their A game, no matter their physical location. The only question left is, now that you know the difference, what kind of workplace are you going to build?